Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Sumo wrap-up show for the May Basho. It's actually June 1st. I was going to try to do this yesterday on May 31st, just to keep it in May, but things got away from me yesterday. I went out and supported my students, go watch some of my female high school students play tennis. And that was a lot of fun. And yeah, the rest of the day just got away from me. But I'm here on Sunday, June 1st. Happy June to everyone. And we'll get right to it. Lots to cover, to talk about, of course, in the wake of the May Grand Sumo tournament that just happened in Tokyo and finished last weekend. And we'll look ahead, of course, to the July tournament in Nagoya and the new arena there. Announce all the prize winners, show some prizes. That'll all happen at the end of the video. So if you did well in the contest or you want to see what some of the prizes are, stay to the end. But that is kind of at the end of the video. And any other news we have, we'll talk about in due course. Okay, let's share the screen and get going. Yeah, I think we're ready. Here we go. Okay, so on the main Sumo webpage, of course, they waste no time in putting brand new Yokozuna Onosato there on the cover at this IG Arena, which is the name of the new place, the new stadium in Nagoya. Very exciting. Tickets sold out in minutes, not hours or anything like that, but minutes. Uh, for every single day, 15 days, July the 13th to July the 27th. And I should be around to tape almost every day. I can't think of a reason why I won't be around to tape. So we're not going to use this website though to talk about the bus show that happened. We'll use Fred. We've got Tachiai, of course. We'll go there in a minute, and they'll talk about like who got promoted, who got demoted. But let's just go over to Fred's chart. This, of course, is Fred Pink. He is the guy who makes all these wonderful PDFs for the sumo fans out there. And he's not only, not only got the chart we're going to look at in a minute, which is always the three Basho chart, but he's got this big chart where it's all Basho results from 2017 to now. So if you're kind of interested in this sort of thing, it's multi-page, 16 sheets that you can look through. He's got all the Makuchi champions. He's got the height and weight scatter chart. So yeah, just a lot of interesting stuff that he's compiled over there. So go show Fred some love. Tell him Jason sent you. And he's got an email right here where you can reach out to him and tell him how much you appreciate him doing these charts. So this is the chart for the just completed Basho. Um, and this is the amazing thing right here, guys. Okay. This Maegashira 1 down to Maegashira 5, two wrestlers at each rank, 10 wrestlers in total. Not a single wrestler from M1 to M5 got a Kachikoshi, a winning record for the May Basho. And that is staggering. So it really becomes a question of who are they going to promote. And we're looking at Oshoma is the first guy that has a winning record below Komusubi at M6, and he's actually got a good record. He's got 10 wins. It's not like he just got 8 and 7. But then Hakuoho at M7, is he going to go from M7 to Komusubi with an 8 and 7? That's insane. So will they maybe go down to one of these three guys, Onokatsu, Kimbozan, Aonishiki, who all are a little bit below Hakuoho, but have much better records, 10 and 5, and in the case of Aonishiki, an 11 and 4. And people are really excited about how it might be Aonishiki because that might mean he's gone debut 11 and 4 record Fighting Spirit Prize, moves up to M9, 11 and 4 record Fighting Spirit Prize, up to Komusubi. That's a huge leap through the Makuuchi division in your first three basho. So, yeah, it's going to be a very interesting Banzuke reveal for the July tournament. The Banzuke reveal will be on June the 30th, the last day of June. Uh, Obviously, almost 2 weeks before the Basho begins on July 13th. Okay, so what else we got? Well, Hoshoryu came back after, pulling out of the Osaka tournament, had a decent tournament, runner up at 12 and 3. Onosato, the Ozeki, of course, his fourth U show, 14 and 1 record. Couldn't quite clinch it on the last day and make it a Zen show U show, a perfect record tournament. But obviously, he will now be the new Yokozuna, the 75th Yokozuna to be precise. Kotozakura, middling tournament, but at least he got 8. He won't be Kadoban. He'll be the only full Ozeki on the Banzuke in July. Then we have the two Sekewake doing okay. Kirishima coming out a little bit ahead, getting the technique prize, going 11 and 4. And then Takayasu is the one man above Sanyaku who didn't get a winning record. He'll go down into the Maegashira ranks. Wakatake Kage at a 12 and 3 at Komusubi. Everyone is basically saying that he's going to become a Sekewake. Even though they'll have 3, they'll make a slot, and they can do that. And so we should have 2 open Komusubi slots. And that's why it's just like, who are they going to promote? I think Oshoma's a lock. And then after that, it gets a little fuzzy. I'm sure when we go over to Tachiai, they'll have their reasons. A lot of guys down here below Maegashira 6 got their Kachikoshi. It was just these top 5 guys or top 10 guys in the top 5 ranks that didn't. And then we had a lot of losing records in the very bottom of the Banzuke, with the exception of Asakoru, who just had a fantastic tournament. He went 10 and 5. So lots of guys could be demoted if they want to. I mean, look at this: a 5 and 10 and a 5 and 10 at M15, 7 and 8 at M16. He's probably safe. A 6 and 9 at M16, again, probably safe. Although we won't have an M18 in Nagoya. So if a 6 and 9 would generally get you dropped 2 ranks, and that would mean he's demoted because there isn't anything below M17 in Nagoya. And then a 4 and 11 for sure, a 4 and 11 for sure. Those are the absolute locks to get demoted. And Koto Shoho basically ended up with a 6 and 9, but he's at M14. He's safe. And nobody up here pulled out of the tournament and just had Shishi at 4 and 11. There's even a case for that. But generally, you're 4 off of 8. That's 4 ranks from 11, M11 to like M15 or 16. That shouldn't get him demoted. So it's really these guys right in here: Ryuden, Shonana Umi, Nishikigi. Which one of those 3, or all 3, or how many guys do they want to demote? Uh, but yeah, uh, I thought it was a fantastic basho. I thought it was really exciting, even though Onosato clinched it early. The excitement of whether he was going to get the Zensho Yusho, the excitement of having him fight Hoshoru on the final day, which should repeat obviously now for the rest of the year if they're both healthy. Adds a little extra spice, right? So, and we've got guys who are all Daisho, Kirishima, Wakataka, all 3 of those Sekewake could be on Ozeki runs, and we'll look at that. Daisho has got a 9 and 6 and a 10 and 5, not great. He's probably the least likely now at this point. Kirishima's got 11 plus 8 when he was Komusubi, so that gives him the same number as Daisho, 19. They'd both have to basically either be a 14 and 1 runner up or win the U show at 14 and 1 type of thing to be able to really, nail it. If they went 13 and 2, they might get promoted just because we kind of need another Ozeki. It'll just depend. And then Wakatake Kage is actually a little bit better poised, although his first 9 wins were at M1, and generally those don't count. But if he won the U show, if Wakatake Kage won the whole tournament in July, they might count those 9 wins at M1, plus his 12 here, and then whatever record he got in Nagoya to win the U show. But barring winning the U show, I don't think it matters what Wakatake Kage gets. It's going to be that number in July plus this number in May. Then how does he do in September? So we shall see. Okay. So thank you to Fred as always. Uh, and yeah, I just had a lot of fun watching that tournament. I'm looking forward to the Nagoya Basho. I'm looking forward to Jeff from Buy Sumo Tickets telling me how the venue is. Other fans, you guys, some of you are going. Um, really looking forward to seeing how the new stadium is, how the air conditioning is in there, because July's hot in Japan. I'm telling you. And yeah, how the new, did they do anything different with the cushion seats, where you sit on the floor in the little box? Did they make them slightly bigger? All that kind of stuff. So, yeah, lots of fun stuff to talk about there. Okay, going back, getting back into it. What else do we? Let's get some of the what do we got? We'll just get some of the other stuff out of the way. I wanted to talk about Twitter real quick. I know some of you don't like Twitter, fine, but if you want to follow me over there, sumo underscore Jason. I just have been lately been reposting a lot of fun stuff. So basically, a lot of newspaper coverage. Here's the Japan news. This is an English language article, so you can read it about Onosato's promotion. Here's the New York Times, the American newspaper, wrote an article. It's very much like this is what happens in sumo. It's for the beginner or the person who really doesn't know much about sumo, but they explain how important it is for a Japanese-born rikishi to get promoted. And so there, I think it's not behind a paywall, but you have to sign up maybe. So just know that before you click. A lot of fun stuff from the official Sumo Kyokai account. Like here's Onosato learning how to do the ring entering ceremony, taught by his Oyakata, who of course is Kiseno Sato, the last Japanese-born yokozuna we've had in the past 20 years. Uh, uh, some great photos here um, of who he's picked. He's picked Takayasu to be his sword bearer. And they've got this special three heron cranes on their Keisho Mawashi, and there's his whole stable there. I don't think Sato's in that picture, probably not. So yeah, I repost a lot of stuff. Here is the announcement in English on the website. His promotion to Yokozuna. Other news: the longtime bow twirler Sadano Fuji. I think he's 42 years old. Oh no, he's 48. Damn. Uh, he is retiring from sumo, and so of course also we knew that we had a new bow twirler this tournament, so there's a little bit of information about him, and of course lots of. I just posted this. I saw this and I thought we need some wrestlers to be doing this dance. So yeah, but just there's a lot of good sumo information on Twitter uh, from Japanese people and from foreigners. So it is a good source in between tournaments. Like if you want to just kind of keep up on the news of what's happening, I tend to go on there once or twice a week and try to catch up and see what's happening and retweet stuff. So that's there. Link is down in the description, but just go over to Twitter and type in Sumo Jason. I think you'll find me. Okay. Let's see what else we got. We got the standings. We will talk about the prizes in a minute, but Luna Bellies and Young Bull tied 64 points. Very, very impressive. They both had Onosato for the tiebreaker, so that's going to make it a little difficult. And then we had three people in second place. So those are the five people that will get a prize. Kessel, Queen Six, and Yokozuna O. Um, the six people in third place, you got close. Brilliant Papa J.K. Oliver, Ramanefer, Slothario, Zeb. Very, very good outing. Try again. And I think I ended up tied in sixth or seventh. Let's see, where did I end up? Sixth? Nope. Seventh. No, I am. Oh, I am right here. Okay, I was tied for sixth. 59 points for my team. Onosato, Kirishima, Takeda Fuji kind of was the weak link this time, surprisingly. Hakuoho, Aonishiki, and Roga, who had a really good nine-win tournament. So pretty happy. And then down at the bottom, I do need to send this guy. This is the one thing I haven't done yet. Last place attempt. He did tie for last place with 37. So I will try to send him or her an email and offer him. Should I send him a no prize? Like if you know Marvel Comics, they used to send out a Marvel no prize if you found an error in one of their comics and all it was an envelope from Marvel and you opened it and it was empty. So that's always made me chuckle. Okay, so we'll talk about prizes in a minute. Uh, Sumo stuff, of course. As a prize, as always, I can offer you a gift card for a big Sumo fan, Robert, and the crew over there. Take good care of their customers, and they ship all over the world. And so, just so much stuff. He's got the new trading cards. He's got the May Pitcher Banzuke. He's going to have the May tournament program when that comes out. All that kind of stuff. So, well, here's the Sumo magazine for Gogatsume. So he's already got that with Onosato on the cover, and just pages and pages of towels and merch and fun stuff. So uh, check him out if you ever need Sumo gifts. And like I said, you can choose a gift card to this site that you can use, and if that is the best way for you. And if you're shopping for Teigata, specifically Teigata, you want an official Hoshoru stamp, an official Hakuoho, etc. Go over to jeffsbuysumotickets.com and click on the shop tab here. So you go from home to shop, and then the Tegata store, and he's got some great stuff at very reasonable prices, to be honest, for the real thing. So and very very well shipped. I do vouch for that. Okay, so let's go to Tachiai. Let's talk a little bit more sumo before we do prizes. So one of the headlines here is just yesterday was Koto Eiko's retirement ceremony, but it ended up being a very well attended event for a wrestler who never, got above Sanyaku. Well, never got to Ozeki is what I'm trying to say. Um, and that's because he the the event. There's Kotoeko and his wife, looking very handsome. There he is getting his haircut, and various pictures you can read about it. And the reason that everybody was going was because it was going to be the first public appearance of Onosato in his Yokozuna rope, doing his Dohyo Iri ceremony as a Yokozuna. And so it's kind of like when the trailer for The Phantom Menace back in 1999. Some of you might not even have been born then. I don't think I have a lot of younger viewers, but there was so much hype around this new Star Wars movie, Episode One, that they showed the trailer in front of a movie called Meet Joe Black with Brad Pitt and Anthony Hopkins, and it was a long drama, uh, like 2.5, 3 hour movie. And so many people were buying tickets to the movie just to watch the 2 minute trailer. This is all before YouTube and the internet became a thing, really. And then they left and didn't watch the rest of the movie. Not that people probably left after Onosato did uh, his performance here, but I think that drove ticket sales to this event to much higher than they normally would have been, as people are very excited here in Japan about their new Yokozuna. Okay, and then here is more about his promotion, and you can read lots of articles and see video and stuff about that. I think um, uh, I can't think of the name. Sumo Prime Time. Oh, there it blasted into my head. I think Hiro did a whole video about him, and there are other videos on YouTube you can watch about Onosato and the promotion. So here are the two Juryo promotions, though, that we know are going to be coming up to the second tier division, and that's Otsuji and Kotokuzan. Okay, and there they are. And that's the only two that are going to be rising up from Makushita to join Juryo. So we know two guys will be going down, and we can look at the list and see who it might be. And then the question is who's going to go up from Juryo and who's going to go down from Makuuchi, and that trade-off on that first tier to second tier level. Okay. So here's his Makushita review. And here is their look at what's going to happen to the Nagoya Banzuke. So I'm not going to read everything here because you can do that yourself. Of course, I'll leave a link, but you should know tachiai.org. Great site. But here is some of their thoughts. So, Makuuchi Juryo, here we go. So, Tochi Taikai with his 4 and 11 and Thomas Shoho with his 4 and 11. I pointed them out. They're already going to Juryo. On the endangered list are those five guys I talked about: Shonana Umi, Ryuden, Nishikigi, and they mentioned Shishi here. So I don't know. Now they didn't mention, there's somebody else they didn't mention that had a 6 and 9, so they must think he's safe. On the Juryo side, who's going to go up? Well, Kusano for sure, 13 and 2, the champion at J1, there's no doubt. They're saying J5 Waka Ikari at 12 and 3, and then what we can do is jump over here and look at tournament records, and we can go to Juryo, and what you can say is, okay, 13 and 2 for sure. Hidena Umi 9 and 6. Then we get down a ways, and then they're saying J5, he should go up. And then I would think that might be it. But let's see if they think Tomokaze and Koto Eho are going to go up from J7 all the way up to the top division. It says, oh, and Mitake Sorry, Mitake at J1. So he got an 8 and 7. Ah, there he is. Yeah, he got an 8 and so he will go up. Kusano will go up. Hidena Umi, those three are certain because they're all right at the top of the, J1, J2. And then they're saying at 12 and 3 with such a great record, Waka Ikari will go up. So those are four guys. And then the other three would be, now see, they're putting Hidena Umi in the maybe column. I would think he's a cert. And then Kotoeho with an 11 and 4 and a 10 and 5. But they're both down at J7. So Tochi Taikai, Tamashoho, and Shonana Umi, that takes care of three of the people that need to get promoted. Hidena Umi should get the nod over Ryuden. Remember, Ryuden went 5 and 10 and M15. And so then is it going to be Kotoeho? Is he going to go up with his 11 and 4, bringing down Nishikigi, who went 6 and 9, and Tomokaze versus Shishi? I don't think so. And then, as we said, Otsuji will go up, and who is the other guy? Kotokuzan, 5 and 2 is the other one that went up. Mudaho will go down because he's at 5 and 10 at J14. Uh, who else is going to go down? They don't say. Ah, Wakanosho. He didn't compete. That's why he's not in my mind. At J11, he got 0 wins, so he's going to go down. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. The bigger question, I think, and you won't know again for a little while, is that weird Komusubi thing, where they've got to promote Wakataka Kage, and then they're gonna have those two empty slots, and they just have to. People have to leap so far up the Banzuke, way more than they normally would, to fill those slots. So somebody like Aonishiki could be the benefactor of that craziness. Okay. Anything else just before I go over to prizes? Let's have a really quick look. So thanks to the guys at Tachiai. We talked about Fred. We did the standings. And yeah, I think that's good. Okay. So this is the prize part of the video. If you're not so interested or you didn't do so well in the contest this time, try again. The contest, you can always enter it. As soon as I put up the welcome video where I introduce the new tournament, it's about a week. It should go up on Sunday, July 6th. You have about a week to enter the contest. I close it off always on day 2, Monday night at 10 p.m. Japan time. just so you can see if anybody pulled out of the tournament and stuff on day one, sorry, day one. And yeah, no cost to enter. Just pick a team, hope they do well, and you might get some sumo goods. So I already sent emails to Young Bull, Luna Bellies, Queen, Yokozuna, and Kessel. I did a giveaway only for the Patreon members and the YouTube channel members. And the winners, I sent them emails, but I'll say their names here. Ian, I'm going to call this person Smythe, Smyth. They got the Star Wars stuff. The Blu-rays is a three-way grouping between Art, Air, and Brutus. And then the two people that got the most people, the 80 people that entered the giveaway wanted the sumo stuff naturally. So it's Kelly and Ivarukun. So they got the email, and then I picked a backup person just in case. I picked Brad. Um, Brad has won before on my channel, so he will be the backup person in case somebody else doesn't claim their prize. YouTube channel members, I picked two people that are a member here on YouTube to thank them for supporting the channel monetarily. And the two people I picked this time are Mark Rust and Tralfazz2007. And you two people, Mark and Tralfaz, you're the two people I can't send an email to because YouTube does not give me your email. So I hope you watch this video. Email me, okay? And my email is down in the box at Gmail. Sumo Jason 2023. No, see, I always think it's not. It's Jason Sumo 2023. Yes, I think that's right. But anyway, it's down in the box. Email me, and then I'll reply and tell you what you can win. But some of it's what you're going to see here in a moment. And then the Patreon winners, I pick one for each tier. There's an Ozeki tier, a Sekewake tier, and a Komusubi tier. Komusubi is the $1 tier, and I just put a random number generator in. I got Ozeki Novi is the winner. Sekewake, the same guy who wanted the Star Wars stuff, Smythe, one was the random pick, so he's a double winner, or she. And then Komusubi is uh, Tony 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 Khan. But anyway, I sent you an email. Okay, so thank you to all the Patreon people that are making that work over there. And so yeah, lots of prizes to send out. And some of that will be gift cards and other things, so it's not so much mailing. But obviously, the big prize for one of the two first place winners is a box of the brand new sumo cards, if they're interested in sumo cards. So that's a pretty awesome prize in my opinion. And maybe Jeff will go back to sponsoring with his awesome Tegata prize in the next tournament because now there's no more sumo cards coming out for a while. This is like what I can do for one of the second place people, or maybe the first place person that doesn't get those cards would want this and maybe a little something else. This is a complete set of the earlier this year cards. No, this is a complete set of the 2024 cards. Sorry. Um, and I put them in a binder, and this is a nice, where you get to see the back of the cards, and it's missing a few cards, so let's find a page like this page here. Do you see? So it's missing this one card, missing one card, but most of it's in here, and it goes all the way to the back, and you can tell there's like cardboard or something in here. So this is very secure to mail in a nice padded envelope, pretty much anywhere. So that's a prize if somebody wants a almost complete 2024 set, and I can try to get those extra cards for you. I actually am getting kind of low on some of my prizes. Uh, I need to restock. But here I'll just go through some of the things that I have. So I still have plenty of fun little stuff. Uh, I've got Ura acrylic. Uh, that's not Onosato. Wait, where's there? Yeah. Da, da, da. Oh, that's Takeda Fuji. I don't know why my brain was just farting there. Okay. And it comes with a little stand, so it ends up standing up. I got Shirokuma, very cool black tail, little polar bear emblem. Here's Onosato on the acrylic stand. So I got that. I got one of the light up keychains, and I think I put on the inside who it is. Yes. Nope. Tamawashi. So Tamawashi, very cool. And if after you pull out the little tab that activates the battery, it lights up. And I guess I should show it to you. And it looks like the little box in the Kokugikon where they show whether the guys have won or lost that day. And so that's kind of fun. The thing about these is when you buy them, I bought two randomly off you don't know who you're gonna get. It's like random. So I think I got Oho in that one. What else do I got? I still got some clear files. That's really old. I got this old Tochinoshin program. If anyone's still a fan of Tochinoshin, I could easily send that out. Who's on the clear file here? Uh, Ishiura, Ura, and Endo. So two of those guys are still wrestling. And then on the back it says Sumo Japan is dynamic, which I kind of like that phrase. What else? Oh, inside is the official set of actual real Japanese stamps. You could put these on a letter and mail them, but it's all the old-timey sumo illustrations, 85 yen stamps. Those are kind of cool. What else? Anything else? Nope. No, that's Shimane stuff. I got a few Banzuke, but not many left. Ah, when I open, I bought this already. Isn't even another way. When I open um, in June, I'm going to open the third box, and I should be able to get a pretty complete second set. So if you want a set of these cards, kind of like that set, that's an option. So the new 2025 card second set shouldn't be hard to give you. And I think that's about it at the moment. I feel like I still should have some magnets and some other things. But I can also just direct you to Sumo. I'll share that really quick on screen. And if there's something you want to pick out, I can buy it, have it mailed to me, and then mail it to you. And that is, the official Sumo store. Here we go. They have t-shirts if you really wanted a t-shirt. Um, 5,000 yen. Yeah, for second place, I would do 5,000 yen. Here's the towels, though, for instance, if you want a towel. Yeah, all my towels went before. If you want a fan, here's all the acrylics. Let's say you want Hoshoru instead of one of the ones I have. So yeah, stuff like that's easy. I can order it. It usually gets to me within a week or so. Here's all the handkerchiefs. So let's say you want Wakamoto Haru instead of Shirokuma. That's easy. If you want a fan, all this stuff is really easy for me to mail. So some of the magazines, these are things that are on sale. And yeah, just lots of Hokuto Fuji, the end of his goods. If you want some Hokuto Fuji merch before it goes away, they do have the clay. Uh, what do you call it? The clay keychains with actual Dokyo clay. So for a lot of the different wrestlers. So yeah, if you didn't see something you liked and you want a prize this time, and you can go to that link. I'll put it down in the description and pick something out and email me about it. But yeah, I can even do Amazon, if that's just easier for you. But I do want to thank people and pay it forward. You guys are so nice to donate money to the channel, and not donate, but support the channel monetarily. And that I enjoy doing this. I enjoy sending out stuff. So we'll do that. We'll get that going. I should have time in June. June for me, like I said, I'm gonna do a live unboxing. It'll be like a live stream, but I think I'm gonna do it kind of afternoonish on a Sunday, so it'll be like Saturday evening for America. Might not be so good for Europe. Sorry, Europe people. But the daylight kind of helps me looking at the numbers and everything. So I'm going to do an unboxing either next weekend or the weekend after. I am going to the big Osaka Expo with my school on Thursday, June 12th. The entire school is going. We're all going on a bullet train to Osaka, and then we can take the other thing to get to the venue. The kids only get about 4 hours. I feel bad for them. They get about 4 hours actually in the Osaka Expo, and then we have to go back. Um, but we live about an hour away by bullet train from Osaka proper, and then you have to get from there to there, and so yeah, they'll love it. They get to walk around with their friends, and they do have to wear their school uniforms, which I know some of them were upset about. But yeah, it's a private school that I work at, so maybe 300 kids total. I can't remember. We have had increased uh, enrollment in the past couple years because we're offering some more sports, and our sports are doing well. Like our tennis team that I went and watched did really well, and we'll go to the All Japan tournament. Our baseball team's doing well. Our soccer team is really popular right now. Um, and we offer the IB program, which is why I'm there. So that's a unique thing in our area of Japan to be an IB school. So yeah, the school is going to send all of us to the Osaka Expo, which is kind of fun. I mean, I'm sure the parents of the students probably have to pay, because there's an entry ticket and a bullet train ticket. But as a teacher, I get paid for. So hey, um, but yeah, hopefully since the Thursday in June, it won't be super crowded. But I think it's super crowded every day. Um, but that's fun thing to look forward to. But then July and more sumo. So come back in July. Thank you for watching the May tournament with me. Thank you for the thumbs ups, the comments, everything. Go over to Patreon if you haven't joined already and think about joining over there. $10.80 for a whole year if you pay annually, less than $1 a month or less than $2 a bus show if you want to think of it that way. And you get a lot of videos. I think I posted well over 120 videos for the entire 15 days of the May Basho, and July should be about the same. Okay, thanks everyone. Congratulations to Ono Sato. I'm looking forward to seeing him as Yokozuna. Of course, on day one, on July 13th, I will tape his ring entering ceremony and, show probably put whole shoulders as well so you can see if there's differences and the way they do it. I'm sure he'll be super nervous, so hopefully it'll all go well for him. I just hope that, he stays healthy and both him and Hoshoru come and fight hard. And we have a really competitive Basho in July. And we've got up and coming Sekewake who are hungry, who want to get a lot of wins to get to Ozeki. So it really should be a competitive tournament, and I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, peace. Take care of yourselves. See you in July.